Hi friends, nice meeting you all through this video presentation. I'm screen recording this video to share with you some of the common features that we could use in using the mobile cameras. We may be having different kinds of mobile phones of varied types, from low to mid-level and to higher end cameras with high resolutions and different resolutions we may be having. Okay, each camera will have umpty number of possibilities and different varieties of possibilities in itself. But there are common features that are available in almost all the cameras, and we will be explaining to you some of the common features that are available which could be used to take better photography. Okay, there are two modes that are present in every camera: manual mode and auto mode. Okay, if you are choosing a manual mode, we should be aware of how to set the three basic elements in taking a photo, which would be setting of aperture, shutter speed and ISO. These are the three elements that decide upon the quality of every image. So if we are setting in the manual mode, we should know how to set the aperture, shutter speed and ISO. If we want to learn, we could arrange a course in the future for the manual photography, but at present it is good that we go in with the auto mode. What does the auto mode do? The camera decides for itself based on what it is focusing and how the lighting is present. Based on that, the focus and the lighting available, the camera decides for itself what to focus and how to set the aperture, shutter speed and ISO and so on. Okay, so that is the common element of the auto mode. So when we don't know how to set the manual features, it is better that we go in with the auto focusing or auto mode. Okay, on the left edge, upper edge of the screen, you see the auto mode. Okay, so it is better that we go with that. And there are other possibilities under the auto option. Okay, there is this HDR, higher definition recording mode, which increases the quality of image, also the size of the image. If we want really higher definition recording, we could go in for this. Okay, if we are choosing to take portrait photos, this particular portrait mode gives you settings that are precisely set for taking a portrait photography. So if we choose to go for portrait photo, it is better we choose this option and proceed. If we are going in to take a landscape photography, there is an option. We could enable that and take the landscape photography. And below that remains the sports option. In any sports for that matter, we would record an action, a movement, people walking or jogging or running, any action for that matter. To shoot actions in manual photography, we need to set a higher shutter speed, and based on that we have to adjust the aperture and the ISO. Okay, this particular option of sports mode that enables the automatic functioning of the shutter speed and ISO and the aperture, so that we will be able to take the action. Okay, so if you are photographing some actions, a movement and so on, it is better to go with the sports mode. If you are taking flowers, we could go with the flowers mode. If we need some backlight, we could choose this backlight option. If we would like to use a candlelight atmosphere, we could choose this particular option. If we want to use the sunset lighting mode, we could select the sunset. It will give us the feeling as if we are in a sunset. Okay, then there is night mode, which gives a kind of a feeling that we are under the moon. Then there is beach option, which gives a bright light. Okay, lights up the whole thing. Then there is also snow option, which is also brightly setting the screen. Okay, so there are various options of auto mode that are available. We could choose any of them based on the requirement we have. If it is a portrait, we could choose portrait mode. If it's a landscape, if it's an action, or if we need some special lightings, based on that we could choose them. Okay, we move on to the next settings that is available adjacent to the auto. Okay, the different color tones. Okay, the mono color, black and white, the sepia color, the negative color, the solarized color, the posterized color, the aqua, emboss, okay, sketch and neon. So these different types are available. Based on our requirement, we could choose the color settings and the color panels, and we could shoot. Okay, and there is the camera option that is next to the color option. We could switch between the rear camera and the front facing camera and the selfie camera, okay, based on our requirements. Adjacent to the camera, there is this beauty option and the depth of field option, which will come back and let you know, because I have not enabled the face recognition option. Only if the face recognition is on, these two functions will function. Okay, since I have switched off, otherwise the whole time around my face there will be a line, there will be a circle all the time detecting my face. So I have switched it off. So when I switch on, you will be able to you will be able to know how to use these two options. Okay, at the right edge we have the settings option. Okay, on top of it we have the flash mode. The flash mode gives us the flash. Okay, so we can switch on or off based on our requirement. We could use the flashlight. It is better to go with the auto mode, because the camera decides for itself when to switch on the flash and when to switch off the flash. Okay, then the second would be store location. If we want to store the location in which this particular photo was taken, we could switch on. That will enable the GPS option, and it will store in where this particular photo was taken. It will add the detail of the location. Okay, when we don't want, we can switch it off. Then there comes the picture size, starting from the below Q, V, GA, CIF, VGA. This is the lowest size possible. As we come up, the better size and the wider size of the image is available. Okay, so we could choose the size of the photo. Normally now all TVs or HD 1080, some of us have even 4K televisions and so on. So it is better to go with HD 1080 or even more, depending upon our requirement and the need. Okay, then there is this picture quality. Under the picture quality, there is low, standard and high definitions that are available. It is better to choose the high picture quality, so that our picture remains good in quality and high in quality. Okay, then there is this countdown timer. Okay, it is off now. If we need, we could switch on 2 seconds or whatever seconds that are available, which will give us a time to pause. Okay, so I'm switching off now, switching on now. It has taken an image of me. Okay, so the counter time has given 2 seconds and has taken my image. Okay, so we could switch on the 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or we could switch off. Okay, based on a requirement, you could use that. Then comes the storage. Okay, when you click that, the storage, it gives two possibilities: the phone and the SD card. Okay, in my phone I don't have an SD card now, so it saves on the phone. If you have a SD card, we could choose. It is better that we save our images in the SD card. Okay, since my phone has some 64 GB space in the phone itself, I have not added an SD card. It is better that we have an SD card and store the images in the SD card. Otherwise, the space will be occupied more in the phone and the functioning will be reduced. Okay, so we have to choose manually and set that our photos be stored in the SD card. Okay, then there is continuous shot option. Now it is off. When we switch on this option, this clicking on to the camera, it takes a continuous number of shots. Okay, see, for example, it is taking different shots of me, continuous shots. Okay, to show you, say 1, 2, 3, 4. It has taken some 3 shots of me. Okay, so you could choose among these three shots and we could use. In the continuous mode, this is a option, and there are many other options that are available. Okay. Then comes the I'm just switching off. If you are keeping the mobile in the continuous shot mode, whenever you click a photo, you will be clicking number of shots. See, whenever you're clicking, it will keep on taking number of shots. It will store number of shots in the storage. Okay, so it is better that we keep the continuous shot in off mode. Otherwise, our storage will get filled. So whenever we need only, we could enable that. Okay. There comes the face detection option. Okay, it is off now. I'm enabling it now. The moment I enable, there is a circle around my face. Okay, so this has enabled the face recognition. So if I move away, if I move a little, the camera detects and recognizes my face. Okay, so based on this, you could use the beauty option. You could use on or low beautifying, or mid-level beautifying option, or high beautifying option. Okay, so you could experiment how this beauty option works. I'm switching it off. Okay, so the next one would also be, since I've enabled the face recognition, I have depth of field. Depth of field is not happening. Okay, we'll come back and let you know. Okay, so the continuous the face detection option we could switch off, so that you will be able to it is better to switch on the face recognition whenever we take a photo, because it recognizes the face and takes the photo. Okay, otherwise it will be hunting for what to shoot and what not to shoot. Okay, then below the face recognition there is ISO option. As I was telling you, this is an essential option in shooting a manual photography. When we don't know how to set, it is better to keep the ISO in the auto option. Okay, the exposure also increasing and decreasing will be manually done. Since we are doing with the auto option, it is better to leave it at the 0. The white balance, this is also, it is good to leave it at the auto, unless or otherwise we know how to set the white balance manually. Okay, then there is this option of red eye detection. Okay, in some of the photos we may have seen persons with red eyes. Okay, it is not that they have red eyes. Sometimes the camera, when it flashes and takes a photo, the eye becomes red in color. Okay, so when you disable this, it does not do. When you enable, okay, it reduces the red eye. It does not capture the red eye, it reduces it. Okay, so it is better to enable this particular option. Then auto HDR and these features below, they're all for manual mode options. Okay, so I have tried to explain to you some of the common features that are available in the camera. I was telling you also about the a better camera option. See, if you see in that also, you will have similar features that are available. The left edge has plus and minus, which is nothing but the lighting. Okay, if I increase, it increases the ISO. If I decrease, it decreases the ISO. The lighting is decreased. Okay, so each camera, each app has its own feature. Okay, so this is then there is scan auto. There are umpty number of possibilities: auto, landscape mode, snow mode, beach mode, sunset, portrait, sports. All these modes that we had explained earlier, they are also present in this better camera option also. And the rear camera and the selfie camera option is also prevalent here. Okay, then comes the option below. Okay, we click that, we get number of options here: single shot, burst, expo, bracketing, HDR, night, video, preset, smart, multi-shot, panorama, best shot, all these options. When we are clicking a single shot, it is better to go with the single shot. When we keep number of continuous shots, okay, if you are going in for continuous shots, it is good to choose this burst selection. Okay, so it keeps continuously, it keeps taking photos. Okay, so number of photos it has taken. So based on the good one, we could choose. Okay, as I was telling you, continuous shot option, this is similar to that of burst. Okay, the expo, bracketing, the HDR, the night mode, video mode, the pre-shot. When you come to the pre-shot, it enables us to make choice. See, we are choosing, we are taking photo now. It takes number of photos and presents to us. Okay, see, I am taking a photo. It has taken number of shots. Please wait, it is processing. So it has taken nearly 7 shots. So whatever looks pleasing to you, you could choose and you could save that. Only that particular photo will be saved and you could use that. So that is the option available in the pre-shot. Also in the smart multi-shot, similar to that of burst shot, we will click number of shots. When we press the camera option, it keeps clicking number of shots and provides to us, see, 8 shots it is providing. So we could choose from the shots that are available and we could save. I'm disabling all the other, I'm deleting all the other shots and saving only one shot. Okay, so panorama shot would be a landscape mode where it captures a big lot of panorama. It captures different features and stitches them into one photo. So when we see it is not properly taken, okay, we could experiment with it and learn. Okay, it stitches one photo with the other and makes it into a one whole shot. Okay, so these are the common features that are available in almost all the phones that are available. Okay, so hope this was useful. If you have any doubts with regard to the things that we explained here, you could send us through mail or through WhatsApp. Hope it was useful. Let us keep in touch. Until we meet you in the next video. See you. Bye bye.